Yeah, I have a condition that is known as multiple sclerosis. I had an accident when I was around 9 or 10 years old, and it went untreated for a number of years and developed into an autoimmune disease. You know, so it affects like the nerves and stuff like that.
Okay. Um, as it relates to growing up, how difficult was it for you?
Well, it was extremely difficult, you know, because we never really had certain assistance, as I was saying about financial wise. So therefore, that's why it lead out to this, you know, and yeah, it was difficult.
At what age did you lose your mobility?
I lost my mobility in around 2016 or 15, so it's probably a little bit over 5 or 6 years in the wheelchair now. Before that, I used to use a bicycle to assist me to get around and stuff like that, and use a stick to help myself around.
At that time, you could work, I'm assuming.
Yes, I was working at the Ramtula Super Center. Yeah.
My condition began when I started to feel a pain in my back and my knees. Like when I go down the hill, I feel it, but when I'm coming up.
How long ago was this?
This was about, it's about some 19 years or so. But it's before I cannot go out. You understand? So when I go down the hill, I feel the pain in the knees. And when I'm coming up, I don't feel it. Like when I wash the clothes and go to the line hanging the clothes, I feel my back like something there inside of it. So it normally, my son sent me to the doctor, and the doctor tell me that it was poor circulation. That was about in 2005. That's the time that I couldn't go out anymore, and I couldn't do nothing at all anymore. So I gradually end up at University Hospital. I was admitted there in 2008. You know, and the doctor asked me, I explained to them, and they said nothing, because the doctor here tell me that it was my kidney also. So when I got there and the doctor run the test, the doctor said nothing is wrong with your kidney, because they could, which doctor is it, because they could kill you because nothing wrong with your kidney. So they do run, after they run the test and things like that, they say it's spinal paralysis. So I'm here, cannot help myself. You know, I could have moved on, but 2 years ago now. And when I say move on, I couldn't get up off the bed and go out there. You know, but I did have a little bucket right there, so I could go on the bucket, look about myself there, you know, and I also wash there too. Because somebody carried the water for me and I wash my clothes. And when my mom was alive, I washed my clothes also. So it's normally when I get the bed sores. So when I get the bed sore, I have to stay in the bed now. So the legs now then stiff out. They can't bend up none tall. They just stiff out on me, you know. So I seek help from a numerous organization. I get turned down, you know, sometimes when I like go on the social media and see the same person that I ask for the helping someone else, I feel away, but I'm glad that that person is getting help, you know. Sometimes I wish it was me, but I say I'm glad that person get that kind of help, you know. So when I reach out to Miss Angela now, and she decided to help me, I was so glad.
Mr. Thomas, how old is your son?
He's 7 years old.
How challenging has it been for you to take care of him?
It has been very challenging, you know. Or like now, for example, I am also seeking assistance for him to go back to school. He's registered for school, but he's not gonna go to school when he's supposed to go. You know, yesterday he got registered actually.
What grade is he in?
He's going to be in grade 1 because he wasn't in school most of the pandemic, you know, so they're starting him from grade 1 again. Yeah.
Which school will he be attending?
Fort Antonia Primary School.
What exactly do you need for him?
Well, like shoes, book, bag, you know, just accessories that kids need to go back to school. You know, iron board, iron, and there's this thing. I'm not sure if people will understand it, but I used to have an Xbox 360 when he was attending Bethel's a basic school, and what I would do, I would use it as like leverage with him. So I would say to him like, me know same love car and all them something that. You based upon how your report and your performance through the week, you get to spend some time on your little gaming system. But that mash up, so me that try to get back a gaming system for him as well. You understand, to use it as leverage because I know I'm really into that. So me have something I need him to do and me have something what him want. So it's like an exchange. You know? And that normally work for me. So I get him to read, or so I get him to write, or so I get him to be interested in learning. You know, if you know it's alright, then if I do this work, at least I have a little reward or something I like. So I try to get him a little gaming system too, and you know, just stuff to make them comfortable, and not just him. Even the girls, them I try to get them some tablet because like Poco, which is the one who's supposed to go crossroads school when I get you there.
Yeah. How old are the other children?
Well, Poco is a 4.
4.
Poco is 4. Skylar is 3, and this one here is 1.
Do you manage as it relates to food and clothing items?
It's very difficult for us because, to tell you the truth, sometimes we only can cook one time for the day.
That's if we have something to cook.
If we have something to cook.
Yeah.
When it come to breakfast, it's very difficult for us. We cannot find breakfast in the morning.
I mean, I'm assuming your son would have been able to take care of you 6-7 years ago, but then at 29, he's faced with an almost similar condition. How does this make you feel?
Well, it made me feel very, very bad, you know, very bad, because sometimes I sit down and I think about it, you know, and sometimes, most of the time I stress, you know, because to know that he's a young man at 29 years, no, should have been working for himself and just sit in a wheelchair like myself, the both of us end up in the almost the same situation. No, it's heart-rending, but you know, by the mercy of God, I tell myself that we will be out, everything will be okay, you know, because God never go back on his promise. I always pray and ask God for deliverance, for healing, you know. So what really kept me, you know, I read my Bible and I pray, and you know, the both of us go through scriptures, and you know, yeah, that's what kept me.
As it relates to your life personally, what would you want to improve your life?
Okay, my life now personally, what I want to do is, there's a course that I want to take. It has 3 tiers actually, right? 2 courses in the foreign exchange market, tier 1 and tier 2, and there's another additional course to it called the e-commerce course, right? Because for the past year I've been learning about the Forex and practicing, getting really good at it. You know, I have my accounts and everything, but I don't have the capital. And outside of all of that, I was self-taught. So by getting the course, I'll be getting access to information that actually work, and access to like mentors where actually know what they do. You understand? And as for the e-commerce, if I see myself as start a business, it have to be e-commerce. So I don't have to think about rent or how to build up a place, you know, or how to pay a person or people belittle me. You understand? Because or even the farm we see out there, so I try me save my money and do all of that. And them rub it out and do everything, and we talk about
Persons rub you?
Yes. rob it out. So it just turned my mind back from it. Me even go try buy some goat and them type of something there for the youth them so them can have them and sell them. Right? But based upon how things are going, it make sense. I go waste money if me even try to do that. So me just look to the e-commerce because me can use Photoshop and me have an idea to start like an online store. It can be clothing, it can be just regular accessories. You know, like on Shopify.